Alright everyone, today we're going to change the tire pressure monitor sensor on 2017 Tahoe. Some things you're going to need for this job are tire pressure sensors. I got these on Amazon. I got 4 of them for like 26 bucks. I got this on Amazon as well. It's to like rewrite or calibrate the sensors per tire. And then I have a valve stem puller and remover because I have to break the bead on the tire. So let's determine which sensor is the problem. Alright, so you get in the vehicle and you see what the computer says. This is about the second or third time I've had to reprogram these. But they're intermittent and it seems like they're changing each tire, so I'm just going to change them all. I have all 4. So let's get to that. Air out of the tire by removing the valve stem. Now that all the air is removed from the tire, because I removed the valve stem, I have to figure out how to get break the bead of the tire so I can get to the inside of this to pull the valve stem out. So I'm going to use a scissor jack and the weight of the vehicle, and I'm going to press on the sidewall here and see if I could break this bead. Hopefully everything goes to plan. All right, for ease of access and for viewing, I have this tire wheel over here to the front end of my Blazer. You could do it with the weight of the vehicle, I think, but I'm going to try to use this scissor jack and this block of wood to break the bead on the tire so I can get to that valve stem. So let's see. Alright, and as you can see, I used this tire spoon and I was able to get to that sensor. It's under a little bit of load, but it's not even lifting up the tire of this truck, so I think I'll be able to work in there and be able to control with this without pinching my fingers. So I'm going to work on getting that out of there, and then I'm going to put the new one in. I have a bolt in here that I have to remove, a little shiny doodad, and I'm going to use this. You can use a pry bar too. I'm going to use this with my knee, pull the weight down this tire spoon, and then I'm going to, well, maybe I'll move it a little further away, this way. Then I'm going to grab the valve stem and tilt it. It'll stay focused here. And I'll try to undo it here. Well, maybe. It's kind of a pain in the rear. And this one's trash, so it really doesn't matter if you break it. And the next one you can just pull up in there. Desperate times come from desperate measures. I'm gonna use some vice grips and see what it does. That slipped off. This one's trash, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, look, broke it right off, perfect. Now I just gotta get this valve stem out of here. And I'll probably cut that off of there. Bung. Yeah, that's really in there. Yep. Up with the vice grips. Give her the old torque skis. There we go. And the whole thing came on out. And we'll take the new sensor right here, which looks a little different, and we're going to thread on my little tool here. We're going to feed it through the tire. Give myself some room here with the tire. There we go. That didn't work. It's a little tricky. Play with the tire a little bit. And then I've got the sensor in there, and I've got this thing threaded up in there, as you can see. And I want it to be flat. I'm going to move this thing just a hair. I don't want to damage that new sensor. All right. Put my foot on here. And I'm going to pull it through there. And everything's okay. Tool just slipped. And I think I'm going to get a little bit of penetrating oil to help that seal. So I'll be right back. And I'll spray a little bit right here. I'll spray a little bit over here. Perfect. Now, there it goes. Put some MAN on it in the beans. And make sure it's seated fully in there. Yeah, and it looks good to me. Then this is against the rim all the way. I'm gonna lubricate that too. Just a little bit. So it slides over. We don't want to damage that new sensor. And then we want this seat right here to come back over when I fill it with air. So I'm gonna rub that in there. There, everything's nice and slick. You could use soapy water. I'm gonna use this. It's cold outside. So I don't need this anymore. And then I'm gonna take the jack away while watching that. And there we go. We'll just give her a couple pushes there. Get her seated up in there. There we go. And I just pushed on it a little bit, and I think if I fill it with air and I push down on it, and it went all the way back up in there. So now I'll fill it up with air and I'll mount it back up. I'll do the other 3 tires, and then I'll show you guys how to program it. right. Looks like it worked and it held. So then I'll put that on there. I'll do the other 3 and then I'll show you guys how to program it. Okay, so I got all 4 done. And it really wasn't that bad once I got into a rhythm. That first one was kind of rough, but once I figured it out, I got them all changed. So now I have to program those things. You go inside the vehicle and you got to program them. So you come in here, you turn the key on, all right? And then we see we got some wild stuff going on here. Tire monitor system's all whacked out, right? So you need this special tool, right? You're going to hold the check mark. All right, and it's going to say tire learning active. All right. And you're going to go around outside the vehicle, your special tool, right? And you're going to see that the turn signal's on. So let's do this one first. So you put this against the rim and the tire here, and you hold it. It beeps, and let you go to the next one. So you go around, and it's the passenger front. That's the turn signal that's on. So you come over here. Okay, and it beeps. So then you got to walk to the back, and it should be this tire. Well, let's check. Yep, it's that tire. It's on. All right, got that one programmed, and then we're going to walk around to this one. And all right, and there's all 4. So let's go inside and check on the dash. The double beep says that you're done. And then you come inside and you see what they say. All right, so 40, 40, 35, 35. And then we'll shut it off and make sure that it held. Take the key out. I'll open the door just to reset it. And I'll do it again and we'll see. Yep, it looks like it took. All right, that's a job well done. I'm gonna fill up those tires, make them all even. It's about 40 pounds. Yeah, that completes my video. Thanks for watching.